What if I told you that the simple act of washing your hands or keeping your room tidy holds a significance far beyond just basic hygiene? It's an idea deeply rooted in one of the world's major faiths, and now modern science is starting to understand why. Cleanliness isn't just about avoiding germs. It's a practice that shapes our minds, our focus, and even our spiritual well-being. For many, cleanliness is a matter of personal preference, cultural habit, or religious observance. But in Islam, it's not just a recommendation. It's placed at the very center of daily life, considered an essential part of faith itself. This isn't about being sterile or obsessive. It's about a mindful, consistent approach to purity, both of the body and the environment. While this has been a cornerstone of Islamic practice for over 1400 years, it's fascinating to see how contemporary science is now affirming the profound benefits of these very same habits. It's a beautiful intersection where ancient wisdom meets modern understanding, showing us that the way we care for our surroundings is directly linked to our inner state of being. So, is this just a religious concept, or is there something more universal at play? Let's explore that. In the daily life of a practicing Muslim, cleanliness is woven into the very fabric of their day. It begins with a ritual called wudu, or ablution. This isn't just a quick rinse of the hands. It's a deliberate and mindful washing of the hands, face, arms, and feet, performed multiple times a day before each of the 5 daily prayers. It's a physical act of purification that prepares the mind and body for a spiritual connection. Imagine starting your tasks throughout the day with this moment of reset, a pause to cleanse and refocus. Beyond personal hygiene, this principle extends to one's environment. The faith emphasizes the importance of wearing clean clothes and maintaining a clean home and workspace. There's a deep understanding that our physical surroundings impact our mental and spiritual clarity. A tidy, clean space is seen as more conducive to peace, reflection, and prayer. This concept that cleanliness is an integral part of faith highlights a holistic view of well-being, where the physical and the spiritual are not separate but deeply interconnected. It suggests that a pure heart is best housed in a clean body, and a clear mind thrives in an orderly environment. Now, let's look at this from a scientific perspective. What does modern research say about these age-old practices? The most obvious connection is germ transmission. We now know that hand washing is one of the single most effective ways to prevent the spread of infectious diseases. The simple act of washing with water and soap removes pathogens that can cause everything from the common cold to more serious illnesses. Public health organizations worldwide campaign tirelessly to promote this very habit. Beyond just hand washing, the broader principle of hygiene keeping our bodies, clothes, and living spaces clean creates a less hospitable environment for harmful bacteria and viruses. But the benefits aren't just physical. Science is also revealing the powerful psychological effects of cleanliness. Studies have shown that living and working in a clean, organized environment can significantly reduce stress and anxiety. Clutter competes for our attention, drains our cognitive resources, and can make us feel overwhelmed. A clean space, on the other hand, promotes mental clarity, improves focus, and can even boost productivity. Furthermore, the act of cleaning itself, when done mindfully, can be a form of meditation. The routine and repetitive motions can have a calming effect on the mind. Incorporating cleanliness into a daily routine also helps build discipline and self-control, which are foundational for achieving long-term goals and maintaining mental well-being. So, the science is clear. The habits of cleanliness have tangible benefits for both our physical health and our mental state. So, how does this all translate into our daily lives? The impact is more profound than we might think. On a mental health level, maintaining a clean environment acts as a form of self-care. It sends a signal to our brain that we are in control, that our space is safe and orderly. This can be incredibly grounding, especially when life feels chaotic. It creates a sanctuary where we can relax and recharge. This leads to better focus and a sense of calm. When our external world is organized, our internal world often follows suit. It's easier to think clearly, solve problems, and engage in deep work or meaningful relaxation when we're not distracted by a messy environment. Socially, cleanliness plays a role in how we interact with others. A clean appearance and home are often seen as signs of self-respect and respect for others, which can foster more positive social connections. On a deeper level, building these small, consistent habits of cleanliness cultivates personal discipline. It's a daily practice of taking responsibility for ourselves and our surroundings. It's fascinating to see how Islamic teachings encouraged these very habits long before science had the tools to explain their full impact. It wasn't just about avoiding disease. It was about fostering a holistic state of well-being where a clean body, a clear mind, and a pure spirit work in harmony. This ancient wisdom provided a practical framework for a balanced and centered life, and its benefits are something we can all appreciate and apply today. When we take a step back, we can see a bigger message here. The Islamic emphasis on cleanliness isn't just a set of rules for hygiene. It's a philosophy for living a more balanced, mindful, and respectful life. It's about recognizing that our bodies are a trust, and keeping them clean is a way of honoring that trust. It's about understanding that the spaces we inhabit affect our inner state, and by caring for our environment, we are also caring for our minds. This practice encourages a constant state of awareness. It prompts us to be present, whether we're performing wudu before prayer or simply tidying our desk at the end of the day. It's a gentle, consistent reminder to create order, both externally and internally. This perspective elevates cleanliness from a mundane chore to a meaningful ritual. It becomes an act of self-respect, a form of mental organization, and a way to prepare ourselves for higher pursuits, whether spiritual or otherwise. It's a beautiful system that connects the physical to the metaphysical, showing that the small, simple actions we take every day can have a profound impact on our overall sense of peace and purpose. As we come to a close, I want to leave you with a thought. We've talked about how a simple, consistent habit like cleanliness can shape our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. It makes you wonder what other small daily practices have the power to define our lives. Thanks for joining me in this reflection. If this sparked any thoughts for you, I'd love to read them in the comments. Until next time.